So, my dear boys, we are again here to discuss, to go through the poem Snail. Good morning to all of you. Before starting the poem, just try to understand one point. Just try to notice while reading the poem the resonances of some key phrases in the poem. কিছু একদম কি ফ্রেজেস একদম মানে চুম্বক কতগুলো ফ্রেজ আছে এর মধ্যে কিছু চুম্বক ওয়ার্ড আছে যেগুলো এবং সেটা বারবার ফিরে ফিরে আসছে অনুরণন ঘটছে তার just try to notice such key words and phrases in which Cooper is alluding to other English poets and he gives some unconscious references to other English poets through these resonances. Okay, in his verbal choices. In this poem, the word house, just for an example, we find the word house in this poem repeatedly. It has been occurred repeatedly in this poem. House, just try to understand, my boys. House is not a very ignorable word, not a very negligible word. It tells us, it gives us a sense of some shelter, some affection, some love, isn't it? So, unconsciously or consciously, he has used the word house repeatedly, which Cooper's thematic explanation of a home. And in this way, he gives us a thematic explanation of home. It generates a sense of inward comfort and homeliness that can never be taken away from the snail. Perhaps, as a human being, he is sometimes envious to the snail. How lucky this creature is. He has his home always with him, that gives him shelter and everything. But we human beings, we also have homes. But we often have to come out of this home without any assurance whether we shall come back here. Isn't it? So, there is a philosophical flavor of the word house that is occurred and reoccurred in this poem. Just try to notice this. Poetry is not a thing of not a silly thing. It tells us something great, and you have to notice everything in a poem. So I just try to give you some clue while you are reading any poem. Now let's start reading the poem. To grass or leaf or fruit or wall, oh, another thing I must tell you about the structure of the poem. This poem, as you can see, this poem has 4 stanzas with 4 lines in each stanza, 3 full-fledged lines and 1 very small line with a word or 2. There are 4 stanzas here, but this is an abridged form of the original poem. In the original poem, we find 6 stanzas. Last 2 stanzas have not been included in the extract in your syllabus. We have only 4 stanzas here, first 4 stanzas. The last 2 stanzas are not here, but in the original poem there are 6 stanzas, 2 stanzas more after these 4. Okay? So there are 3 something like 3 lines in each stanza, though it seems that Each stanza has 4 lines, but after the 3 full-fledged lines, there is a line of 1 or 2 words in every stanza. Now we should start it. To grass or leaf or fruit or wall, the snail sticks close, nor fears to fall, as if he grew there, house and all together. That means to any surface, the snail can stick. That snail can stick very tightly to grass, to leaf, to fruit, to a wall, or anything. If the snail finds any surface, he can easily stick to it. Okay, very easily, and sticks very close, sticks very tightly. It's not easy to remove him from there. You find in the 3rd line there is the word he, as if he grew there. That means the snail has been personified here, and it is also a sort of romanticism. Personification is one of the very salient features of 19th century romanticism. And as I have told you on earlier occasions, that Hugh could be very easily and safely called one of the precursors to 19th century romanticism. Here he also makes the personification of the snail, and that is why he uses the word he, not it. Okay? So, to grass or leaf or fruit or wall, the snail sticks close. The snail can stick very close, very tightly to any surface, so tightly that it is not very easy to remove him from that surface, nor fears to fall. And he has no fear to fall down from that surface. He is absolutely confident about his place, about his stay. He knows what he is doing. He knows where he sticks, and he is very confident not to fall down. That is the nature of the snail. Apparently, he seems to be a meek creature, very meek, নিরীহ, very timid. দেখে মনে হয় বড্ড নিরীহ, কিন্তু সে যেটা করে সেটা কিন্তু কনফিডেন্টলি করে, আত্মবিশ্বাসের সঙ্গেই করে. And you find, my boys, sometimes there are some boys in your class who do not play in the recess like you, but they are very confident too. যখনই কেউ আমার মতো হবে না, তখনই আমরা যেন তাকে দূর ছাই না করি. সব রকম কিছু নিয়েই তো এই পৃথিবীটা তৈরি হয়. যাকে আমি আমার মতো দেখছি না, আমি ভালো, সে ভালো নয়, এই ভাবনাকে যেন আমরা কখনো প্রশ্রয় না দিই. We should never indulge ourselves in such thought process, in such mindset. যাকে আজকে দেখে ভীষণ কোনো একটা কাজে ভীষণ মিক বলে মনে হচ্ছে, সে ফুটবল খেলতে চায় না, দৌড়দৌড়ি করতে চায় না, দেখে মনে হয় ভীতু, সে কিন্তু নিজের কাজটা কনফিডেন্টলি করতে পারে, যে কাজটা সে পছন্দ করে করতে. হয়তো সে এত ভালো অঙ্ক করতে পারে যে তাকে কোনো অঙ্ক একবারের বেশি 2বার শেখাতে হয় না মাস্টার মশাইকে. হয়তো সে এত ভালো ইংরেজি লিখতে পারে যে তার ইংরেজিতে লাল দাগ দেবার ক্ষমতা হয় না কোনো এক্সামিনারের. তাহলে সে কিন্তু কনফিডেন্টলি নিজের কাজ যেটা সে মনে করে সেটা করতে পারে. লাইক this creature, the snail. He is apparently a timid creature. But whenever he sticks to any surface, he sticks so tightly, so closely, that he is absolutely confident that he would never fall down. Nobody could remove him from there except himself. Okay? As if he grew there, it seems. He sticks so closely, so tightly, that it seems he got his birth there, house and all. Here, this word house, this is a very misleading word, very misleading for the people of your age group. You are small boys, you have not much experience about reading poetry. So, such words may mislead you very easily. If you just go through this line very casually, the line may tell you, যেন মনে হচ্ছে ওই সারফেসটাতেই সে জন্মেছে, সেখানেই সে থাকে, অ্যান্ড অল, আর সবকিছু সে ওখানেই করে। হাউস এখানে ভার্ব হিসেবে ব্যবহার করা হয়েছে, ডু দেয়ার হাউস অ্যান্ড অল, কিন্তু দেখ আপাত দৃষ্টিতে ভার্ব হিসেবে ব্যবহার করা হয়েছে মনে হলেও এটা যে ভার্ব নয় তার প্রমাণ কি? This is not at all a verb, and that is the trick. That is the trick often made by poets. Okay, he grew. The verb is in the past tense. So, if it were the noun, the word house were a verb, it should have been housed. But here it is house. So, if you go through the line casually, you might be misled. You might think that here house means live, but not at all. Okay? For a moment, we understand this is an image of continuance or integration, in which the snail is a natural part of the house on whose wall he is affixed. The word may lead us to think that he is affixed to a wall and he is a part of the wall, he is a part of the leaf or something like that. But if you go through the poem, if you continue reading the poem, in the 5th line, in the next paragraph, next stanza, in the 5th line, we have again the word house. Within that house, here you can easily understand that it is a noun, and this house is his own shell. So, here also, as if he grew there, house and all together. House and all together, this part is not related with the earlier part of this line, as if he grew there, nor fears to fall as if he grew there. This should be read continuously. But house and all together, this is another part. This has no relation with nor fears to fall as if he grew there. And it must be very tricky for you people, as you are still very young to understand such tricks, isn't it? So, we may safely infer that in this stanza, we have got the information. আমরা এই স্ট্যান্জায় যেটা পেয়েছি, আমরা সেটার বিষয়ে এই সিদ্ধান্তে আসতে পারি, the snail can stick very close, very tightly to any surface, and whenever he sticks to any surface, he sticks to it very confidently, without having any fear of falling down. So closely, so tightly, he sticks to the surface that one might think that as if he grew there. and he is with his house and everything with him. He himself, his house, and his everything are kept together. He gets never separated from his house and other things. He is with his everything together. Okay, that is the first stanza. We have got the information quite correctly. Perhaps you have got uh, the information correctly. You can comprehend what I have told you. So that is the first stanza, and hopefully we shall complete reading the poem tomorrow. So for today, goodbye.